Everybody, invite your friends out. Tell them to come on in. We got some amazing news to share tonight. All right, I've got a lot of questions that you guys are asking. A lot of things we need to talk about. Once again, I'm Professor Toto, pulling back those curtain of lies on the Wizard of Oz and all of his minions. And my Lord, are there some lies out there tonight that we got to smash right out the ballpark before we get started. Here we go. Lie number one. CNN reported tonight that these other states have not joined in with the lawsuit of Texas. They are liars. Their pants are on fire. Officially, there are 17 states that have signed as friends of the court in this case, meaning that they are legally enjoined to this case. Do you realize that that's almost half of the states in this union, and more are on the way? Missouri just jumped on board. Florida has jumped on board. Now, listen to me, everybody. Do you know how major this is? Let me tell you how major it is. Do you remember just about 2 weeks ago when you were talking to your friends and your relatives and your family and your companions, and they were all telling you that you were in a cult, you were crazy, it would never go to the Supreme Court, and it would never make the state legislatures get involved? It's over, they said. Lay down and take it like a, well, just lay down. And they were wanting you to shut up and be quiet, quit believing and quit praying. See, but you found Professor Toto, didn't you? And we're not going to give up until the fat lady sings. And I'm the fat man. I hadn't sung yet. So we're not giving up. We're never giving up, because victory is just in sight. Now today, those very people that told you this would never go to the Supreme Court, what do they have to say now? Wait a minute. What's our favorite song here at the Conservative College on the TNN network? Are you ready? What's our favorite song, everybody? Ready? I told you so. Oh yeah, remember? That's our theme song. Because, ladies and gentlemen, as I sit before you tonight on December the 9th, 2020, 8 o'clock Central, we are before the Supreme Court. And not only are we before them, they have agreed to hear our case. Now, let me say this to all of you that are worried to death. What if it doesn't, pass the Supreme Court? What did I tell you 3 weeks ago, almost 4 weeks ago now? I told you the Supreme Court has no legal authority to decide this presidential election. They are not going to decide this election. Now, what they can decide on is a nuance or a legislation that might be against the Constitution. That is all they're going to rule on. So all the people that's inboxing me, is this it? If they rule against us, is it over? Darling, this is not over till January the 6th. Oh, and let's talk about this safe harbor situation. There is absolutely nothing legally binding on a safe harbor, okay? January the 6th is your legal deadline for these electors to be counted and signed off on. And we had 16 members of the House of Representatives today in Congress that are now agreeing to fight these electors in the House. Y'all know that was impossible just 3 weeks ago. Nobody dreamed that was possible. God is moving. You are praying. This republic is rising all over this nation. God is moving tonight. I'm just a little bit excited. Can you tell? You know why? Because they laughed at us. They mocked us. They made fun of us. They fact-checked us. Ladies and gentlemen, we were right from day number one. This is going to the House. Do you remember on November the 3rd? You didn't even know that there was a possibility of anything going to the House. But this ministry, God gave us, he told us to look in that Constitution. It's going to go to the House. Now, could it end at the Supreme Court? Only under one condition. If the Supreme Court looks at this lawsuit from Texas, and by the way, y'all need to get Pennsylvania out of your mind. Quit crying about that. Texas, let me explain it to you. 2 lawsuits, and I tried to explain it in a video yesterday. You got 2 lawsuits on your table, right? You're the judge. Both lawsuits are asking for the exact same thing, okay? Pennsylvania lawsuit is asking that the Pennsylvania electors be nullified. Okay, got it. You got a lawsuit over here asking for the same thing, Pennsylvania to be nullified. But this lawsuit is saying all 5 states, not just Pennsylvania. So if you've got to take a case, which one are you going to take? You're going to reject the other one with no comment because you know this one does what that one was supposed to do. But I listened to Cracked Up Cuomo tonight. Y'all don't tell him I listened to him. I'd hate for him to get the big head, but I did. Professor Toto listened to him, and he had it all wrong. He said in that presentation, y'all, there's 4,000 students here. Come on. I think tonight we can get up to 5,000 live students, don't you? Here's the thing. Cuomo acted like this was the end of the race, the end of the road. That's called fake news, ladies and gentlemen. Fake, fake, fake news. This party is not even started yet. Not even started. Hang tight. You're fixing to meet a very special guest tonight. You're going to love this guest. Now, that is the real news. You just heard the real news. So how could it end at the Supreme Court? If they rule as they've been asked to rule under the 14th Amendment, equal protection, and they discard those electors and those states that did not go by the book, that disenfranchised all these other states, ladies and gentlemen, it could end right there. But how does it end there? Very simple. Now, let's say they rule tomorrow in our favor. The election does not end there, ladies and gentlemen. It ends in the House on the 6th. And when they get to the House on January the 6th, if the Supreme Court has stopped these 5 states from sending their electors, guess what happens in the House on the 6th? Neither man has 270 votes, right? So we're right back where we started. The Constitution, the 12th Amendment, makes it plain as Nancy Fancy that on that day, the House then can vote, and we know who rules the House, the Republican Party. Okay? Is everybody settled on that? Over 4,000 of you, good evening. Now I got to talk to you about something that's very important. Everyone's heard about YouTube's new policies, and they came out today that people like me will soon be extinct on this channel. That's heartbreaking to me because we have built almost 8,000 subscribers here, and our ability to reach you is going to be greatly diminished because of this. So here's what I need you to do. I have finally given in and set up a Rumble account. I'm now on Rumble. So what I need every one of you to do right now, I'm going to give you a 2-second break. I need you to go over to rumble.com and search for Shane Vaughn. Now, Shane Vaughn is one word, I believe, on Rumble. When you'll see my video, I've only got about 7 videos up. The rest of them are coming. It's a lot of work to upload 700 videos. So it's going to take a little while. But I've only got 1,000 subscribers on Rumble, y'all. I need all of you right now to go do that, okay? I'm going to take a coffee break while I wait on you. I don't even drink coffee. But anyway, thank you. So just, we will follow you. William Terry, you get a gold star tonight, my friend. You get a gold star from Professor Toto. We will follow you. Y'all, I've gotten the sweetest emails today from people. You guys are the best. My email address is brothervaughn@gmail.com. All of my handles are in the description. Many of you email me, inbox me, want to know my handles, how to donate to our ministry, our local church. All of that is below in the description box. So make sure you click on that. Shout outs. Are you ready? I'm fixing to run through some shout outs. These are people that have been super sweet to us. Some of them have sent us lobsters. Some of us have sent them free books to read. So I can't go by without saying thank you. Some of these people have sent us love offerings to our church. Dawn Deegan, John Vitale, Candace Lee, Nicole Williams, Jude Overman, Cheryl Goodwin, Fernanda 2, Gregory Livshawn, Thomas Brady, Mary Canella, Beth Orball, Chris Panetta, Tammy Lorick, Rebecca Holland, Karen Beasley, Rose Slaughter, and so many more that if I called them all, I'd be here all night. Now, I had somebody sent me a message and said, Brother Vaughn, I don't have any money to send, so do I not get a shout out? Please don't ever think that. Please, I beg you, because I'm shouting out to every God-fearing patriot right now. I love you. You never have to send me anything for me to love you. I'll respond to your email just the same when I get time. So please know you're loved here at the Conservative College, okay? All right, let's go to 5,000 viewers. I'm fixing to share some more news with you. And then I have an exciting guest that is coming up. Okay, so somebody said, Brother Vaughn, if more states come on board for this lawsuit, what are the possibilities of this election being nullified? I just went through that with you. It's still got to go to the House no matter what. Okay, before I introduce my guest tonight, I had a phone call today from Washington, D.C. It was from a lady that is very, very connected to Rudy Giuliani. She's very connected. She had phone numbers for Brian Kemp in Georgia. She called me. I'm not going to say her name, but she had heard me mention trying to maybe start another party called the MAGA Party. And she called and said that she had many people in the upper echelons that were behind this 100%. So all I'm saying is for you to keep that in the back of your prayer list, okay? Now, right before this show started, I uploaded a teaching that every red-blooded American needs to take 40 minutes tonight before you go to bed, and you need to watch it. What I'm going to do, everybody that has already watched Triangle of Fire, shoot me a quick thumbs up, and I'm going to give you a shout out. It's called Triangle of Fire. Ladies and gentlemen, it is phenomenal. Not because I did it, because the truth is all up in it. If you have seen Triangle of Fire, let me know real quick. All right, Tara Thomas, Jackie, Minnie, Alicia, Chris, Ashley, Alien, Alian, Renee, Pamela, Stephen, blah, 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 blah. Thank y'all very much. Triangle of Fire, you need to watch it. Take 40 minutes, put your children in front of that screen and watch the Triangle of Fire.